Ventures is Karthik Reddy on their own view as far as the fintech space is concerned, the kind of investments they will make in the space going forward.
Within lending, within insurance, within payments, within consumer payments, leveraging the new infrastructural elements like UPI, UID. So all of these elements I don't think have come together fully yet. And that's the opportunity for us. So between Bitcoin, between student lending, between integrating offline insurance into online, and Chiller, which is a peer-to-peer payments mechanism leveraging which will leverage UPI, but already leverages the IMPS mechanism. We have already 4 bets in this fund.
How do you see the space evolving going forward? What kind of startups do you think will be the ones gaining momentum?
So payments, I think, is important because old cash-based payment mechanisms were kind of broken and dated. You need to digitize. And fundamentally, the digitization platforms are very archaic, very painful. And the first generation of them are there, and they're doing a great job, whether that's BillDesk, whether it's Paytm. I think the next generation is evolving. That's where we think the Chillers of the world and other guys will compete for that business. So payments is one element. So it allows me to collect pay. Beyond that, its utility value is limited. And so there will be 2-3 big layers, and each one of them will have 1 or 2 dominant players, and I think that's where that market will settle.
Full stack fintech companies who are already on their way, that are existing in the market at this point in time, that you would say are doing well for themselves?
We hear good numbers around growth around things like capital floats. To some extent, they're the ones who are a little bit of a leader in that SMB space. I think we are seeing innovation after a good 5-7 years in the microfinance space. I won't be surprised if some of them leverage onto the fintech platforms and build a wider base of lending. We're seeing some of them dabble with it. I don't know specific names because we don't invest typically in microfinance. But these lines are blurring. So effectively, you have businesses which were good at fundamentally enabling savings, fundamentally enabling payments, fundamentally enabling lending. And now which is a question I actually have for Shanti at Kotak today, for example, would the old banks see these as opportunities and acquire some of these businesses? Because it's wide open, in my opinion, like how e-commerce was for retail, to be saying there's nobody with such a wide lead that I can't go and build this myself. And if you can't, then go buy, right? And so I do expect the financial sector to be a little bit more progressive on this front.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.